Like,
I know. I always tell myself that I'm a top. I do
Well,
that.
it's only releasing on PlayStation. It's gonna flop just because of that, right?
Oh no, it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive. To be fair, PlayStation doesn't have like, it has like 5 exclusive games and that's it. So they need it, but fuck, they need yeah.
I am sticking with the
Correct.
workout this time. I am finishing this game before
She's getting too personal and I don't like it. I am not going to the gym because it's hot right now, but I'm planning to go back.
I start another one. I am going to put out a video every single week.
Guilty.
Well, the people making our games have gotten really good at it too. Like Insomniac saying,
Hold on. Right, she always takes my place, so I have to put myself a little bit here. Sorry.
internet memes and criticism surrounding Wolverine have been
A relentless onslaught. Dude, they haven't even released it and they are already drowning. Oh, I can't wait to see the numbers.
relentless onslaught. Bethesda protesters saying, but
Oh my god. Knock it off. No layoffs. People make games, not AI. Save our devs. Hit on layoff. Wow. Hit pause on layoff. I don't mean to be like that, but have they considered making a successful game? I really don't think that the company wants anything else, just making a game that actually sells. That's all.
Bethesda makes great games people love, or laid off Halo devs stating, Halo Campaign Evolved had a successful launch. If the last decade has taught us
Opium.
anything, it is that there is an increasingly bizarre disconnect between so many of these AAA studios and the people buying their games, between executives and their own studios, between journalists and players, between what the industry says is true and what is very obviously actual reality.
I believe that we will reach that evolution.
I just gotta
stage.
say these people make self-inserts look horrible, cause say you have a chance to make a game based on your soul franchise, would you not take the opportunity to put yourself in a franchise that's close to your heart?
Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. But like, let's say that I would have the chance to make a game. I wouldn't put myself into it. I would put a better version of myself into it. You know? Like, it would be sort of based off of me, but I would want it to be better. Why would I put my very flawed self into it? I would want it to be hotter and more skilled and funnier and just in any way, you know, like cooler. Because you are a narcissist. I'm a narcissist? Oh, no.
Because while we are getting LinkedIn post after LinkedIn
But they are, you just called me. Sorry, I'm writing my Google Doc here. I'm getting this mod out of here. He doesn't say what I want him to say, therefore it doesn't belong.
post about layoffs, even from people who just shipped a self-proclaimed
Oh, laid off by Microsoft. What does it mean? What the little red flags mean? Does this mean something? Is it like the rest in communism or question mark? Why is it all red?
successful game. I'm also watching players post celebrations about those same layoffs.
Microsoft runs on infinite profit. Oh my god. A company wants to make money? What? Ain't no fucking way. I don't believe that. Say it ain't so.
I would use my self-insert as the slime cube from God of War, very cringe sidekick, just so I can piss people off.
Very nice. Looking at you, Ishidu, I am actually shocked how many people get surprised when at the end of the day they realize that a company only cares about money. Like, they don't care about your feelings, your beliefs, your morals, your pet projects, who deserves to, I don't know, be promoted and whatnot. They actually just want your money. That's crazy. Believe it or not, you know, ever since, like, they took the fund away from, I forgot what fund one. Was it the USAID fund? Those big companies are not even changing their avatar on Twitter to the pride flag during the gay month. It's almost like they never cared. I don't get it. Like, how is this possible? They pinky promised that they were honest, for real, for real. And then once the money didn't flow to them, they just didn't do it. And mind you, that is just a click. Like, if it cost them nothing to change the icon, but they weren't paid for it, so they didn't do it. Crazy.
Some of them with millions of views. Gamers have spent years feeling like they were yelling at a wall, watching their hobby get more expensive in every way, watching...
I know Square Enix and a bunch of game companies export their work to India. Oh no. No, bro. Dude, it's so unfair. Every good, cool job goes to like India. Bro.
their favorite franchises get...
You know why? Because they are cheaper. Yeah, it is cheap, but... Again, you cannot tell me that big company only cares about money. I say it ain't so. I'm heartbroken. I'm also about to write a big notice that I can't believe that it's always about the money.
Whereas watching quality continue to drop, while everyone inside these companies kept insisting things were going great. And at the same time, Western AAA has spent years getting insulated from reality, from its customers, from any real criticism, and eventually from its own failure.
There's no criticism. If you criticize, you're getting cancelled. That's it.
And while 2026 may be the year of the horse for China, it is the year of the chud for gamers, and more importantly,
the year of the chud, let's go!
It is the year the market has finally stopped letting everybody play pretend. But before we get into all of that...
Oh my god, Wolverine has a flat ass. Why is his butt crack so prominent?
It is a really...
That's so weird.
It's great to be back. I hope you've been having a great summer. I know, I just appeared again.
Why do I have to look at this man's butt crack? Why is there so much of it?
I am so sorry. There were some side quests I had to go take care of, and as penance, please accept this picture of my dogs.
Aww, beautiful dogs. Very fashionable.
But a lot has happened over the past month, so let's do a super quick catch-up first. GTA 6 is coming to Netflix.
I can't believe that they are putting an advertisement onto Netflix. An extended... I don't care. Do not put an extended look onto my Netflix. Miss me with that. You put that onto YouTube. What are you, stupid? Do you want people to look at it or not? Like, no one is going to be like, whoa, I am totally going to subscribe to Netflix just so that I can see a GTA 6 extended look. Like, bro, who cares? I don't think it's a movie. It's going to be some probably behind the scenes stupid promo, whatever. Some people are dead dumb. Please don't.
The extended preview of the game, that is.
Please don't.
I'll be honest, I didn't even realize we could reach this level of advertising, and it means that there are people...
You know, I'm just more surprised because if they put it out, that means that they will release it in November. Like, I'm still on that part that I don't know if they are going to release it. Are they going to? I don't know. They could. Maybe they will not. I don't know.
Out there right now paying for a subscription specifically to watch a GTA 6 ad. Yeah. Well, but we also got more info on Kingdom Hearts 4, including its launch window of late 2020.
Oh my god, Kingdom Hearts 4. I remember when the previous Kingdom Hearts came out, and I was like, I am not a Kingdom Hearts like fanatic by any chance. I sort of know what it's about, but it's like super like complicated and whatnot, right? And I didn't know that they are only going to do just the Disney side. And I think the previous Kingdom Hearts was just Disney side. It was like Frozen. It was like I don't even know what else. I remember the Frozen part. Rapunzel. I don't know. It was mostly they recreated the entire movie Frozen. And I was like, okay, when are we going to the actual Kingdom Hearts side? You know, like with Sora and like the shadowy guys and whatever the fuck. Right? And then it was like, oh, by the way, the game is over. I was like, what? I have been waiting the entire time. for the other side. And then you get like this like promo video, then it looks so amazing and it's beautifully detailed. It's like 3D modeled, and it's like, oh yeah, that's going to come 5 years from now. And I was like, fuck.
27. I'm pretty excited for this, I won't lie. I had a lot of the Kingdom Hearts games on my old PlayStation consoles, but I have since sold them all. So I did the only reasonable thing, and I just bought the main trilogy on Steam, which is only like $30 for all three right now.
Ooh.
I'm actually pretty excited to play all of them again, including Kingdom Hearts 3, which, you know what they say? God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors.
No, it was just bad. It was just slam.
Swords and Slippers and Knight's Path are back on my timeline with one of the female characters being
Schlopa.
described as porny.
Porny. If women have boobs, porny. She has a waist, porny. I'm porny. Yeah, if women have hair, porny.
And if you guessed it was the fully clothed medieval maiden with a little bit of cleavage just standing there with her cat, you would be correct.
It's because you have to understand, like this whole like DEI shit have been going on for like over years. There had been like babies born and raised like Puritans. They don't remember the times when boobs were free, you know? And it's like kind of weird for them. They're like, oh my god, there are boobs. Oh my god.
Now,
you know?
I don't think either of these characters could be described as porny,
Porny.
whatever that means, but
Literally just a girl. Ah, pure goose slap. So true. So true.
these devs do know exactly who they are building for, and they are not
Me? Is it for me?
interested in being bullied into building for anything else. The war on pretty female characters rages on, so thank you to the devs fighting the good fight. Speaking of which, we got more Tides of Annihilation.
I heard there's something fucky-wucky going with Tides of Annihilation. Also, didn't the voice actress resign? The one who played the Baldur's Gate chick. I think she was supposed to be the main character. Yeah, or I don't know the voice actress's name, but like she doesn't want to do it. Jennifer English.
Combat in this game continues to look really fun. Gwendolyn is looking a little bit different this time around, but still absolutely stunning. And now there is some speculation that Angela Sandobuano may be stepping in for Jennifer English as her new voice actress.
Ooh, no more screaming, Leon. Leon?
Which, if that ends up being true, that'll do, pig. That'll do.
Did she just call me a pig? Whoa! No way.
Actress, which, if that ends up being true, that'll do, pig.
Oh, oink, oink, ma'am. Respectfully. Wow.
That'll do. Unfortunately, not every upcoming game
It's a Babe reference. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I took it personally. My apologies. I have not seen that movie.
has been having quite the same effect, which brings us to Wolverine. So for weeks now, we've been getting more and more Wolverine content as the game gets closer to...
I have to ask, why is the blood so not bloody? It's kind of like brown. As far as I remember, you know, like blood is like red. Yeah, it's like they are slicing Nutella out of people.
Closer to release, and I'll be honest, this was never really a game for me.
Nutella.
All right, and the more that I've seen of it, the less interested I have become. It appears some of the internet may feel that way too now, and Insomniac has gone on the record
He looks so tiny.
about it. Their community and marketing
So
director
cute.
posted this, saying, I think the wild way this algorithm amplifies and forces negativity upon you has me reconsidering my philosophy of telling devs to look or post here. It is a relentless onslaught that I cannot believe is good for anyone's mental health, nor representative.
You're just shitting yourself because you guys made a game for $300 million and you know it won't sell. It's going to be, again, a Concord. Okay, maybe it will probably not be as bad, but it's going to be definitely not Game of the Year. On the other hand, if it's going to be slop, then Resident Evil 9 still has a chance at being a Game of the Year. If we could just push GTA the fuck out of this year, then Leon could win. you know?
A relentless onslaught. It's a really intense word to use, so I
Crimson Desert too. But Leon.
went and looked for this onslaught, braced myself a little, and it's Ben 10. People are making
Ben 10. What?
jokes about this game, reminding them of Ben 10, and that a chase sequence leaves a little red streak behind Sabretooth when he runs, so the modern audience doesn't get lost, and overall just a fair amount of memes about how they don't think this game looks very
I mean, it's fine. Get inspired, Queen. It's fine.
good. And then the rest of it, the part that isn't memes, is just people having opinions about the game itself. Really
It's fine.
unappealing character designs, which
I
Spending
swear.
more money on a game than a Hollywood movie should make you think twice when you get into budgets that big.
Dude, I don't know where the money goes. Like, it must be like some payout to someone. What is that? I can't believe I'm saying it, but he kind of really looks like a chick. Like, you would give him like a mani-pedi and shave him, and it would be like a chick.
Insomniac seems to take genuine pride in. The cheesy dialogue, the fact that what has been shown off looks like the same generic Sony movie game formula that we've been handed for the better part of a decade.
The modern game chick, yeah.
Gameplay and boss fights that have been done for years.
Okay, I'm sorry, but am I tripping here? But does this game look like a 2026 game to you? Like, isn't it sort of like generic and dull or something? Like, it doesn't look like something that would come out this year.
Boss fights that have been done for years, and of course, Sweet Baby Inc.
The first Outlast, take that back. The first Outlast was a masterpiece.
being involved, which at this point, most people can probably spot from space. None of that is an onslaught. That is just a reaction to marketing for a product you are getting ready to release to the public. But like clockwork, the
Oh my god. Dude, he has thinner waist than Mystique does. Oh my god. Like, he actually has curves. None of the bitches do, but he does. It actually looks like some weird BDSM dream. Oh my god. Yeah, he is a twink. I can't believe they twinkified my boy.
I mean, we've seen enough dumb decisions being made by people who make games, movies and TV shows purely just for money agenda, or probably just because they can. Multi-billion companies that make smart decisions right off the bat. That is why basically they keep making supernatural occurrence. It's simple.
Yeah.
Destroy cool character, rewrite cool hero man as weak. Heroes don't exist. Kids never know about cool heroes.
It's so sad, man. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I always watched cartoons. I was really into it. Like, I loved anything superheroes, and the X-Men was one of my favorite stories, right? And I really freaking loved it. And now they are neutering everything. It's so ass.
journalists have shown up to defend the game from the evil Chud discourse, claiming
Evil Chud, how could you?
that this game is yet another victim of the internet's endless gaming negativity. A victim, a $70 game with a
Leave the billion-dollar company alone, you evil chud! How could you?
multi-million-dollar budget backed by Sony is a victim.
It's going to be $70. I ain't paying for that. I don't want it. I'm setting a precedent. I'm only buying games if they have hot chicks or hot man in it. Okay? If they are uggos, I don't want it.
Because people looked at what has been shown off and they have not been impressed. That is the framing that we are now going with, not...
I don't want it. It's sick. Fuck, they only have a few billions. Oh no.
Hey, I don't know, here's why we think you'll love this game.
Fuck.
No, the game is a victim, and you're kind of a jerk actually, if you're
Aww. I can't believe first she calls me a pig, now I'm a jerk. What am I to do with myself?
not gushing with excitement, ready to hand over your hard-earned cash. What's even crazier though is that this is Wolverine, one of the most beloved characters in comics, and getting the opportunity to work on a Marvel game like this should be...
I am, like, listen, Soyverine aside, I'm just shocked how bad it looks. I'm sorry, but, like, This looks really bad to me. Am I being nitpicky right now? It looks so... It looks normal for a 2026 game. Bro, like, don't say that. I swear to God, even games back then, like, if I would compare this to, like, Cyberpunk or something, like, that game is still stunning, and it came out, like, 4 fucking years ago or 5 years ago, I don't know.
Getting the opportunity to work on a Marvel game like this should be a massive privilege. You have the
But it wasn't UE. But stop using stupid shit.
opportunity to work with one of the most
Also, I don't like it when fights are just more like cutscenes. It feels like I'm not playing a game. I'm just waiting for like a little button to pop up and it's like which button like that's not fun.
recognizable characters on the entire planet. 50-something years of comics, the movies, the cartoons, whole generations of people who have grown up with this character. But
Oh, you would love God of War? I love QTEs from the bottom of my heart, and it's definitely because I don't know which button is which, and I have to glance down at it. I love them.
just like with Spider-Man, if you do him a disservice,
Oh, no.
of course, people are going to notice. If he suspiciously looks like
NGL
a
with you, the movie game adaptation from called X-Men Origin look better than this game, and the game was from 2009.
Right? I don't know. I feel like people just like lock into this, I don't know, like this dull aesthetic. Everything has to be hyper realistic. I don't like it. It's so bland. Everything.
kinder version of that kid from Jumanji for
Okay, that's rude. Okay? Like you shouldn't do him like that. Actually, it's what is that? She's not entirely wrong. She's out of line, but she's right. It's true. That's horrible. It actually kind of looks like him. Kind of hate it.
for some reason, people are going to notice. But even with that being said, the bar for this game was never to go do something impossible. If Insomniac just had their head on straight, the bar was supposed to be go do the thing you already know how to do. I really loved the 2018 Spider-Man, and I thought that
I was just about to say that I could have sworn that I saw the very first Spider-Man and it looked really good. Not the second one, but like the very first one. It was really it like I haven't played it, but I saw a lot of gamers like play it, and you know, like how you swing from like one building to the other. It looked so cinematic. And especially if you played it on a PC, which wasn't even laggy, it looked really beautiful.
they did a great job with that game, but they have just not been able to get back there. Either way, gamers are not here to protect a studio's feelings. We are the customer, and it is their job to sell us the game. People making jokes and criticizing creative decisions is
I feel like people sort of gave the benefit of the doubt to like gaming companies for a while, but this has been going on for years now. And now people are like, listen, the prices are always going up. Our salary does not go up. Now a game is going to cost $100. We are not going to buy stupid shit that costs like $100 and you will have quote unquote fun for like 10 to 15 hours and that's it. Like, it's just not worth it.
not harassment. And what is so funny to me is how fast the blame comes.
They used AI to produce this game by my slopper. I guarantee you these big companies always use AI now. You know? They might not admit it. It might just be in the coding. It might be assets that they replace later on, but they all fucking do. Which is shocking because 300 million, you could literally have like not permanent assets made handcrafted still, not use AI, but nah. I don't know where the money goes.
And how familiar it all feels every single time. We saw it with Assassin's Creed Shadows, which said it was a battle that they fought and won. There was the Highguard dev who deleted his statements and his account twice. And now it is Insomniac with Wolverine. It is the same with 3 steps.
He looks much manlier on the static picture.
And his account twice. And
like, I feel like on this picture, it's not too bad. Like, he sort of looks Wolverine-y. But in-game, you get like the twink version of him.
Now, it is Insomniac with Wolverine. It is the same 3 steps every single time. The game gets shown off, or in Highguard's case, gets blasted to the heavens by Jeff Keighley. People say what they think about it, sometimes very bluntly because it is the internet. And then instead of anybody in the studio going, huh, that is an awful lot of people saying the same specific thing, the response that comes back is that the audience is the worst.
Nah, they are just haters. It's fine, they're just hating on us.
The audience is attacking us, the gamers are bullies, it is all
Wolverine can fly now? Well, he is slender enough, you know, that he kinda can.
like coordinated attack, and they're always
Oh my god, he has no penis!
This was good.
There's no bulge! There's nothing! Where's my boy? Where's Tiny Tim? Oh my god, where is it? Dude, some girls have juicier bajajis than he does. Oh my god, where is it? Where is he? Oh my god, I never even... Oh my god, my boy. I get it that it was like snowy outside, but... Logan, what happened? Where is the tiny Logan?
always the victims.
Wolverine. That's horrible.
If we just look at the balance of power in this specific situation, on one side you have got Sony, $1 billion
Oh my god.
Last one, I'm pretty sure I'm low on funds. I forgot to put dollar in the last one anyway. I still have faith in Gears of War E-Day, but if someone makes a fan Gears game, how much do you wanna bet it's gonna be called Bears of War? Also, is saying a bad thing? The reason I make long messages is because I'm paying for it. I want to get my money's worth.
That's fair enough, good sir. All of your pennies worth. Say whatever you must say. So true, bestie. Let it fly. This person looks like a turtle. It's a turtle. Is it Vedal cameo in the Wolverine game?
dollar publishing arm, 50 years of Marvel, and the games press right in your defense before the game is even out. On the other side, a guy who made a Ben 10 joke. But yes, it is gamers that are the Avengers level threat. Let's be.
Can't believe he has a flat ass and even flatter penis. I am shocked.
Speaking of assembling, let's talk about Halo and how somehow they managed to make every possible mistake a Western AAA studio could make. Now, I was never a huge Halo person. I knew what it was, obviously, but it was never my thing. It was my older brother's thing, and it was my husband's thing.
Damn, my poor man Wolverine look more gay than Iceman himself from the comic book.
You don't need to be like it's still hurt. It's too soon. Too soon, bruh. Leave Soyverine alone.
Before I ever knew him. The whole LAN party era, I was a bit too young and much more interested in playing Zelda to care about any of that. But Halo is one of the most recognizable IPs in all of gaming. I would honestly argue.
It's just, isn't it sad that, let's be honest, like all these games like Halo and Wolverine and Spider-Man, like these are what the dudes are into. These are very dudeified games, and now they are all soyified. You just can't have anything. Like, you have Star Wars, you have Star Trek, now that's soy. You have Halo, you have even World of Warcraft is soy now. Everything is soy. Call of Duty, soy.
It is Star Wars tier, and even if you've never played it, it is the game that your friend's older brother had, and it is the reason an entire generation of people know what a warthog is. So, watching what has happened...
Why did you remind us? I'm sorry. You forgot Star Trek? It's so good though.
...to it after all these years is genuinely very sad to see.
I really liked the vegan pacifistic Klingon, because actually Klingons are really famous about being very peaceful and mindful of their surroundings, and they love flowers and plants and love and peace. And I think he might have been into dudes as well. Yeah. Really cool. I don't know, man. It's like you could literally list up all the cliches and you would probably find it. Like, at this point, that's the saddest part, that it's so predictable. It's always the same thing. The same thing with everything. Oh, you were terrifying and aggressive? Well, now you're neutered and small and tiny and kind of pathetic, and there will be a woman to tell you how to act. And I'm like, well, just like the previous 10 slops, I guess.
Halo Studios, which was 343 Industries for most of this, has been making Halo for almost...
Remember the one person who swallowed the compage? That's like shit you would write into Harry Potter. That's like a Neville Longbottom shit. Oh no, sir, I already swallowed my compage. How will I be a Starfleet cadet? Oh no. Teehee.
19 years. Almost 2 decades of one studio basically doing one thing, which is what makes the reporting on Campaign Evolved so hard for me to wrap my head around. An article came out recently.
I'm just shocked that Master Chief hasn't been replaced to be like a Master or Mistress Chief or something. It's just like, it would be just like a chick, you know, like you play the entire game and then she suddenly takes off her mask and it turns out that it was a chick all along. She was just using like a voice changer and whatnot. I said, dun dun dun. Actually, he died a long time ago. It was me. I was the hero.
Detailing an allegedly pretty rough development cycle, things like not even realizing that assets would clearly need to be rebuilt for this remake, building in...
To be fair, I wouldn't mind if Cortana was still hot and they replaced him. Remember when Cortana was still hot? Remember when you could have women being attractive without having to subscribe to their OAFs? I remember.
Abstraction for technical work and level design across the campaign, which then reportedly fell apart. And again, this is a game that has been around for 25 years, and the studio that has spent 19 years doing nothing but trying to make Halo good again.
That's a lot of years. Can I just say that I don't think it's normal that it needs like 5 years to develop a game? Like, it's 2026. I'm sorry.
And failing, hired another studio to design Halo levels. And underneath all of it, the studio head reportedly promoted people into leadership roles they were not even equipped for, leading to even more awful mismanagement. And then what happened when the game came out and actually reached players? Low numbers across Steam and PlayStation, mixed Steam reviews sitting in the...
I'm shocked that there's only 9,000 reviews. I'm not shocked that it's mixed. I'm more shocked that this is not too many reviews.
Low 60s, a 5.2 user score, the lowest launch player count in the series history.
Hold up, but what was the journal score? The journal score is 80. Oh, I'm sorry. It's an 8 out of 10. Everyone else, actually, it's not even a 6.
The launch player count in the series history, and complaints about basically everything. The new missions, the cringy dialogue, the insufferable masculine girl boss, the...
Hot. She will definitely do numbers with the boys. Hey, look, it's Wolverine. Hey!
Account requirements, the enemy AI, bugs, no multiplayer. Even the AI angel herself, Cortana. They German...
Nah, German, nah. Dude, I can't believe it. Like, all they had to do not to touch her. And now she looks like she's about to, I don't know, get offended and call your manager. You know?
At her. It is like somebody printed out the entire list of things that
she's going to call HR. You're wrong. She is the HR,
you are not supposed to do to a beloved franchise or, you know, just to a game in general, and then ran it start to finish without skipping a single one. And the parts that Halo Studios actually added themselves, the pieces that were uniquely theirs, the new missions, ended up being some of the most criticized things in the whole release. What is so crazy to me is...
It's so sad. It's like they're making a remake. Everything is worse. They add the new things. Oh, those are the most hated parts of it. So you change nothing. Everything just became worse. Anything new is just everyone... Chat, could you come to my office, please? You microwave some food that people found quite offensive. Sure.
That this should have been the safest assignment imaginable. This story already exists, the characters already exist, the levels exist.
Yeah.
The game already worked and was extremely beloved by an enormous amount of people. You are remaking Halo, and it still turned into a case study of mismanagement, creative disconnect, lack of skill, followed a week or two after launch by layoffs, which we didn't even find out about through corporate announcement, by the way. We found out because people started posting it on LinkedIn. One of the devs wrote that after 6.5 years on Halo and
Hashtag open to work.
dodging just as many rounds of layoffs, it had finally caught up with him. Another dev wrote that his time there ended following the successful launch of the latest game. Successful. Right. And while it is hard to grasp, I do think that there is a real chance that these people believe the things that they are saying. Probably because this is the language that was being used around them the entire time. That is the only feedback they got. That is what was shared in the company meetings. That was what everybody in the building had already agreed upon that the launch would look like. But if your definition of
I'm glad that, these people are getting fired. I'm glad that the money is running out. Like, I don't know who the fuck funds these people and these shitty ass projects. But I'm glad that people are like, oh, it actually didn't make any money? Okay, well, bye.
success can include the lowest launch player count in Halo history.
And you know what? I don't think anyone would care if they would do their own thing. Like, if it would be like a brand new IP, their project. But it's always successful projects getting handed to these people who will just decide that actually, you see that successful thing that the boys and people, gamers really like? Well, how about we just change everything about it? We will just fix it. I think no one would care, but it's just people being too stubborn that people love something as is. Exactly. It's like, the problem is that you take something that is already good and then you sloppify it. You think that you put like a band-aid onto it, that oh my god, there wasn't enough representation, oh the women were too sexualized, oh it was too gory, the bad guy actually committed crimes, he was being too many, there is like exploitation, and it's like, for fuck's sake, man.
History, a 5.2 user score at best, mixed reviews, and layoffs 2 weeks later. I don't know what to say. I did not have high expectations for Ubisoft's Black Flag remake, and even they still ended up performing so much better than this game.
I can't believe they put a bra onto the ship titty. Like the little siren in the front of the thing. Like, they're killing the whole point. The whole point was that...
all these projects started during peak
protect.
DEI era. Now people are allowed to say truth and obviously they flop.
Bro, the Black Flag remake is amazing. I will never forgive them for covering up the titty man. That was rude. That was frowned upon. Could you imagine the Chud era games? It's just going to be sex and violence. Bro, Chud era games was like in 2000s. Like the OG Mortal Kombat and shit. Everyone was hot. Everything was gory. Everything was like, it was manly man and feminine chicks. Tits out for Haramba. And it was so violent and it was so cool. Yeah, and it was really, really enjoyable because it wasn't real life. Yeah, GTA 2, hookers, corn stars and everything. I don't want to think about the children.
And a not so fun fact to close this section out. Both studios that have ever touched this franchise, Bungie and Halo Studios, had layoffs 6 weeks apart, all during Halo's 25th anniversary year.
It's like, why is it that lately every modern game has to have a female character who is in like their mid-30s?
Next they're gonna put a sensor bar on the David statue on his nips and his little David.
Don't call it the little David, what the fuck? But it's like, why is it that you always have to go through a single woman in her 30s adventure? And it's exactly what you think, Like, it's not very riveting.
Which is a pretty bleak way to celebrate a legacy. And speaking of bleak celebrations, let's go to a parking lot in Rockville, Maryland. After all the layoffs...
Why is it on her ass? Choices matter. Okay. Well, I mean, this is a choice too, actually. I would say.
And the protests that took place last month, I honestly thought that we would get a little quiet out of Bethesda. We did not. Because on August 11th, Xbox leadership came out to visit Bethesda Game Studios, and Asha Sharma was there to see the current build of Elder Scrolls 6. The Bethesda workers there knew that she was coming, so to welcome her, the protesters put up posters outside of their cubicles, which management then told them,
You know, this girl,
welcome her, the protesters.
she kind of looks like Resident Evil 9 Grace, but if it wouldn't have been made by the Japanese. Yeah, this is what Grace could have been if it's not like Capcom who makes Resident Evil. Are you feeling it? Are you turned on? Is this everything you ever wanted? Yes. Oh yeah.
Put up posters outside of their cubicles, which management then told them they had to take down, or at least flip around. So the employees then switched to balloons, which is a weird escalation.
Spacers come! Nice.
Somebody sat there and thought about it and went,
like Grace but a zombie? No, it's like Grace, but she wanted to be a strong woman, so obviously she hooked up with multiple men and has like 2 kids from 2 different baby daddies, but she's totally ready to settle down now. So, Leon. Please. Please, Leon. If you're not going to date me, I'm gonna report you to HR.
fine, they can take our posters. They are not taking our balloons. And then outside in the grass in front of the building, they planted 8
All the red flags. I don't know what this mean. Why the red flags? Is it that they are the red flag, or is it communism, or what is it about?
800 red flags, one for every worker that has been laid off since July of last year, and they brought out Scabby, who is a giant inflatable union rat that I did not even know existed.
Okay. It's kind of sort of hard to take them seriously when they bring out their emotional support inflatable rat, you know, but
Until this happened. So Asha shows up to all of this, goes inside, looks at the game, and tweets out that the scale and grandeur of Elder Scrolls 6 are incredible.
she goes out to all the people getting fired. That's very sad. Anyways, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be fucking amazing. It's like, thank you for coming out here. No one gives a fuck. Anyways, this is going to be really cool.
And she is right. That is a lot of grandeur.
Wow.
To which the Bethesda brand count replied, thanking her for the kind words and the wonderful visit.
It was great being able to show you beep. Thank you for the kind words and the wonderful visit. Did they just call that man a slur or something? It was great being able to show you, retard.
So the brand account is on X
Wow.
doing hospitality, while the staff is on the lawn with a rat. Bethesda, if you can hear me, you've got to wrangle in your union guys because they are just having the opposite effect of what you probably want. Every time I see them pop up in head.
I don't like that rat. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not because it's the rat. It's because the womb part is pink. And it gives me like furry fucking vibes. Why is it pink?
Headlines. I already know that they have just done something that is going to be.
Yeah, like then why do you need the detail? You could just have like a rat. Because these people are out of touch. Or they are furries.
Be completely dismissed by gamers, and more importantly, by Daddy Microsoft. But it is not just
Daddy.
Bethesda. Since 2022, there have been over 45,000 layoffs in the gaming industry. The projection for this year alone is over 14,000, and you can look at a number like that on top of everything else that everyone's been hit with for the past few years and go, all right, that's it. Gaming is dying. Except when you add all of
I guarantee you, if AI is going to be good enough to replace all these developers, they are gonna do it. Like right now, it's still buggy as hell. But as soon as it will be doable to have something done, all these people are going to fly. I guarantee you, they will not, the big company will not care about you.
them together, you see reportedly that 95% of those layoffs are happening in the West, with the majority of them in North America. Now, of course, overhiring, and
At least they're trimming the activists to some extent, getting rid of the fat. Like literally getting rid of the fat.
mismanagement is real. Corporate greed is very
Wow.
real. Unfortunately, I am sure very talented people have been swept up in these layoffs over the years, and there is a lack of job security in America. All of those things are playing a part here, but at what point can we also all be honest and say, maybe the hiring practices we put into place and bragged about for the past 5 or 6 years
Seriously, do these game developers know how to make their own games? They could make more money. Oh wait, they don't have enough skills to make their own product by themselves. Oh no, anyway.
Yeah. All they can do is rework someone else's successful work into something that is not going to be successful. That's what they do. Very sad. They already are the human equipment of AI. Ooh.
had a directly negative impact on the games we've been making.
He's called Scabby because in the old days, if you crossed Union line, breaking part of the protest line, and going to work, they were called scabs. Oh. What? What the fuck? Really? Wow. The more you know, it was like traitor. It's like, wow, you don't want to get fired. You're not protesting with us. Wow, you get called a slur. That's what it is. They basically just called you a slur. How dare you?
Maybe building teams around
Bruh.
DEI targets, ESG goals, ideological fit, social politics, or really anything other than who is actually the best person for the job.
I know it's going to sound stupid, but I miss when politics were like economics and not whether you have enough ugly chicks in a game. You know, I miss that part when it was about like how countries trade amongst themselves and whatever.
Who understands what it is we're making and who genuinely wants to be here is contributing to the unsuccessful launches and cycles of layoffs. It is no secret that there is this environment of toxic HR positivity, especially
Toxic HR positivity. I still think that HR was a mistake, man. I really fucking do. I think we all went downhill from that. It's a waste of space that they have too much power and they are abusing it all the fucking time.
inside Western AAA, and a lot of it comes from the top down. You are completely surrounded by it.
It's a daycare for women. It's so annoying. Am I tripping, or there are a bunch of like new job titles which is basically daycare for women, but now they are official roles, but it's just for really for them to vibe in. Like, I swear I see so many videos when it's just like, oh my god, a day in the life of a corporate girly, and they basically like they eat their breakfast, taka a little bit, they don't really do anything, then they go to lunchies, and then there's like a little bit of taka and it's like, oh my god, that was it. And it's like, you haven't done anything. There was no progress. You replied to 5 email and you had 1 meetings, like 1 Teams call or something. That's it. 99% of HR is making sure the company doesn't do things that are illegal. Surely you can get like competent people for that, like lawyers or whatnot. Are you sure? Are you saying that HR people are like lawyers? That's what it is?
I mean, if you were working at
No, then they should be.
Bethesda, you can quite literally be standing next to a guy with an actual communist tattoo on his neck.
Oh, that's cool, my man. Wow. Wow. I'm actually impressed. I really like the little flower next to it. It's like hippie and communist at the same time. Peace and sickle and a hammer. The throat flower, yeah. There was a leftist with communist neck tattoo who got to walk into Bethesda Studios and come out with a job while you were worrying about being too right-wing around your colleagues. Slay. looks good. It definitely is a choice. Yeah.
And I am not saying that to attack it personally. I bring it up because it tells you something about the kind of ideological environment we are talking about here. What do you think the priorities are?
You know, I just have a feeling that if these people could time travel and be dropped into like actual communist countries, they wouldn't think it's such a vibe. You know? I don't think that they would be like, wow, finally, some good shit. Now I'm feeling valued. All for the motherland. These people are all fucking love capitalism. They just don't appreciate it. Now, don't say that. Was it the avocado toast, the Starbucks coffee, or the iPad with the MacBook gave it away? I can't tell.
When that team is hiring? What does internal feedback even look like in an environment like that?
It was the necklace.
Something like, comrade, respectfully, your quest is
Comrade.
buns. I am joking, obviously. We all know that there is no real feedback happening inside these companies, which makes me wonder what these companies are really taking away from any of this discourse. Because at the exact same time we are seeing Wolverine, Halo, and Bethesda flounder and lose their audience support, we are watching smaller studios and independent
It's okay. I already know what's going to happen. So what's going to happen is going to be probably the same what's happening to Star Wars, right? They had all this like weird ass lame DEI adaptations. They are ruining the franchise. They are going to give it like a few years rest, like 4 or 5 years rest, and then they will come back with an actual competent team. And they will make something good, hopefully. And then once they become popular again, they will bring a slop team again to ruin the reputation again. Or someone will make like a copy of it and it's going to be actually based and everyone will be angry at the copy.
developers put out games that reach.
It is a cycle. Fun fact, Voco already happened once in the 90s in the UK cycling. Oh shit, you didn't warn us? Kinda rude, hello?
Absolutely ridiculous levels of success, games that in some cases are putting productions with hundreds of millions of dollars behind them to shame. And it is not because those developers necessarily had it easy. Pocket Bear has dealt with enormous public pressure, harassment, and an entire population of Pokemon zealots preying on their downfall. Both Larian and Clair Obscure got dragged into witch hunts over AI. These studios have dealt with criticism, controversy, and accusations, but did they turn around and start fighting with their own audience base? Did we get corporate statements about the onslaught of opinions and memes and what it was?
Bro, I just don't care anymore. You know, like I cannot do like that. I want a non-GMO, ethically harvested, no chemicals video game. You know, I just want to have fun. I really can't be bothered anymore. You know, like if I'm spending my money, I actually want to enjoy whatever. I don't want to be preaching, like I preach that or something. I don't want to be lectured about how awful I am. I don't want to look at ugly people. I don't want the story to be dull and bland and mid. Like it's like $70 or $90, you know? It's so expensive.
Doing to everybody's mental health? No. Now, again, I am not trying to make all of this sound like doom and gloom because despite everything I have just spent this entire video saying,
I want to make a character that is hot as fuck and rip monsters a new one. Yeah, remember when games were supposed to be about escapism? And partially it was that it has nothing to do with reality. Like you could be whoever the fuck you had to be. You didn't have to say what your gender was, what your body type 1 or 2 was. You didn't have to have very realistic stories. It was like, you go kill goblins. Very good, EXP, you know?
I really do think we are just starting to see a correction that was probably always going to come. This current version of Western AAA has survived for way too long. These companies have had decades of customer goodwill behind them, enormous franchises that people were emotionally attached to, and enough money in the bank to insulate themselves from bad decisions for years and years. They could lose people, disappoint people, release something mediocre, promise that the next one would be better, and there was always enough goodwill left over to keep the machine moving, but
There's no more. I do not think. I think there is still goodwill left for companies who are good. Like, if let's say FromSoft would make a new game and it would be a little bit mediocre, I think people wouldn't be too angry, right? Yeah, like there's a few ones. They would be like, oh, okay, then they are going to probably fix it with like a patch, or they will come up with something.
Things are finally correcting. The year of the Chud is bringing us more and more
Year
into
of the
balance
Chud.
with every passing day. To be honest, Bethesda is really what inspired this entire
Bethesda union members are protesting after being laid off, and it's hilarious how out of touch they are. We make great games. We make games players love. We make games that define generation.
The good thing about this, gaming will still be around despite if all the corporate game companies die out. Games were started by the small indie studios as passion projects, and people show up for those.
It's true. I think the more these AAA studios are going to flop, there will be more and more indies. And honestly, at this point, indie studios are more efficient than these big studios. You know? I know that you cannot really say that Clair Obscur was made by an indie studio because it was a big team, but they left out of Ubisoft, right? And they made an amazing game. It looked gorgeous. The music was amazing. The story was amazing. Everything was amazing. And you know, they are sort of indie-ish a little bit. Gustav, I'm not ready to move on from Gustav. Okay, it was like a double A. Too soon. They're even holding size for players deserve better. And it's like, where was that energy the entire time the corrupt AAA has been taking advantage of gamers by putting out buggy, overpriced modern audio slop? They were radio silent, but now that they got laid off, they're pretending to care about players. I think these are the same people who will say that gamers are just like toxic masculine dudes and all of their opinions should be disregarded. But now they are like, oh my god, the gamers, they are gonna lose us, you know?
video in the first place, all because of one protester shocked by the layoffs saying, I have been told Bethesda makes great games people love. And that line has stuck with me for weeks now because
her role was quality assurance. I don't know about that, Juniper. I don't know about that. About the quality assurance.
the line has stuck with me for weeks now because I don't necessarily think that person was lying. I think the sadder possibility is that they meant it.
Again, it's like, for fuck's it. Look at her. You see that? You see? Come on. Quality assurance, my ass.
It completely. Because if everyone around you
No devs, no games. They don't get it. It's not that they will not hire devs. They will. They will just not hire you. Because you suck.
who says you're doing great and that the game you're
The
working
story of CD Projekt Red, release a completely buggy mess, apologize, work a year to fix the
True.
game, make an absolute masterpiece, do it again with the next game from the beginning.
True. Dude, Cyberpunk started out so rocky. Like, I think they really, 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 really fucked it up. Dude, I don't mean to be like that, but I don't know how GTA will release. I have such interesting feelings. I just don't, I can't imagine that it's going to release and it will be playable. I'm sorry, but we haven't seen big games. Like, we are talking, GTA is going to be massive, right? It's going to be huge. There is no way that it will be playable on release. 80 gigs day one patch. I don't believe it's going to be playable. The fact that there is no gameplay trailer whatsoever, even now, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I just don't. I want to believe it. Like, right now, I'm still sure that they are not even going to let it go in November. I don't think that they are going to release it in November. I think a bunch of people are going to, like, take a week vacation off And like a few weeks before, they are going to be like, oh, well, we actually have to push this to December. And then in December, they might have to push it to January. I don't believe it, man. I want to believe it, but not into 2030, no. February for first quarter, they're gonna crunch the fuck out of the team. I wouldn't be surprised if they are already crunching. There is leaked footage of the gameplay already, and is it good? Because it is suspicious. Like, hypothetically, let's say that the gameplay is good, right? Why would you not want to advertise that? Why would you not give, like, a little vertical slice of something? Just a little teaser. I feel like the fact that they are keeping it all hush-hush is sus. It looks like GTA 5. Unironic, I think if they would launch like GTA 5, but it would look better, I think that would be alright. My worry is that it's going to launch like Cyberpunk, but it won't be stable. Well, then it doesn't launch like it. I just have a feeling that it's going to be something really bad. It's going to be terrible. Oh no.
Working on is great, and the journalists tell you it's important, and the consultants tell you that it's inclusive, the internal metrics say engagement is promising, the award show tell you that what you're doing is brave. Eventually, the only person left telling you
they are not even releasing it to PC, right? So surely on console it's going to run like a dream, right? You're going to have 60 FPS, it will be beautiful, it will be amazing. 20? You mean 90 FPS?
something is very wrong is your customer. And eventually, if those customers continue to be the only people telling you something is wrong, you start to see them as the enemy. You can call something a successful launch. You can describe memes and gaming opinions as an onslaught that is terrible for your mental health. You can insist people still love your games, even when you haven't actually given them a game that they've asked for in over a decade. Even if all of those things feel completely true inside the room where you're saying them,
it's okay because at least we will get God of War Laundry. That's finally a game I can enjoy. As a professional female man.
It does not make them true in reality. It does not make them true in player reviews. It does not make them true in player counts or copies sold. And it does not make them true in the discourse.
I'm still looking forward to that game. Bro, that's like the soyest thing you have ever said. You know? Like, oh my god. I hope it's going to be very fun and enjoyable. I like God of War. I hope you will have fun with it.
In social media. All of those things will always be based in reality, and it is about time some of these studios finally join us there. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for being here. I would love to know what you think about all of this. And what I said at the beginning is true, by the way. I really am trying to be more consistent with uploads, and I really appreciate your patience because I know I have been coming and going. I never want to be someone who is yapping for the sake of yapping, you know? There should always...
Why not? She's a female. That's like our job. It doesn't have to mean anything. You just have to show up and yap.
Always be some kind of purpose behind the yap.
The
and
yappers.
sometimes that means I sit on something probably longer than I should because I'm still figuring out...
I just realized he's floating above the bed.
Not what I want to say, but
Nice.
I am working on it, I promise. And as always, you guys are the main characters here. I am just so grateful to be your background NPC. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.